Be quiet. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Business in Pearls. I am your host, Colette, the Boss Coach. Today, I am excited to bring on a guest, Roshonda Wood. I've known her for quite some time, and she's going to bring to the table her knowledge and information about being a transformational coach. I'm also super excited to announce the new magazine called We. I am the vice president. And yes, please support the ladies that are in the magazine. It's called We Magazine. It's on the world's largest portal for magazines. It's called Issue, and that's ISSUU, Issue. And for the premiere issue, it's $4.97. If you would like to subscribe to the quarterly magazine, it will be $7.97, I believe. And I'll give you more information about that on our website, Business in Pearls. But once again, I'm super excited. That's why you didn't see me last Friday. I know you missed me. It's okay. But yes, it's called We Magazine. You can see the information on our page. But like I said, super, super excited. So if you are a woman in business and or a woman business owner, we would love to talk to you on our show or in the magazine. We have a December issue coming up. So please contact me at businessinpearls@gmail.com. Once again, that's businessinpearls@gmail.com. Like I said, I'm really excited. It brings a wealth of knowledge and information. And like I said, just contact me. You'll get all the information you need. We're going to bring on our guest, Roshonda Wood, member of the elite Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So let's bring her on out, Roshonda Wood. Hi, Roshonda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain.
Well, good. I love your glasses. Oh, those are cute. I've got to get me a new pair.
I know these are a little different from the last ones I had when we came.
Yeah.
I told you I have to get two pair because I don't want to lose them. When I lose a pair, I already have another pair waiting.
Well, you know what? That's a good idea because I know I bought two pair one time and they were like shades because I can't regular sunglasses, and they have to be prescription, and I can't find them.
Oh, I do that all the time. I just found another pair that I had been looking for before I got these. And so I was like, I always get two pair because I'm guaranteed to put one pair somewhere that I don't know where it is. And then I need another pair because I need my glasses so in order to see efficiently.
Well, you know what? They look good. So
thank you.
You rocking them. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what kind I wear or want to wear. Especially driving, because if I don't have on my glasses, I'm get off the road. Just with me, get off the road, because
I know
it's blurry. So you may be in front of me, maybe not. I don't know. Just move out of my way.
Right. I do. I need them. I need them for me as well. Like I said, it's just like, at first when I got them, I didn't need them. And then I have the stigmatism. So now I do. I thought about getting LASIK surgery.
Yeah.
But, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, they look good, though.
Thank you.
They look good. So let's see. I told them you're a transformational coach. I told them you're an elite member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Yes, ma'am.
I got out there. My friends are Deltas. My best friends are Delta. If I don't say that, I'm going to be in trouble. So I got to mention that, So no hate. I just love y'all. So, but yeah, just tell us about who Roshonda is, and so our guests, or our, not our guests, but our viewers can know who you are.
Okay, my name is Roshonda Wood. I own a company called Discover You, where I'm a transformational life coach, where I teach people skills and all to basically get get themselves back on the track that they would like to be on. Because success, fulfillment, and all that is based on the individual person. Not everybody wants millions in the bank. Some people just want a peace of mind. Not everybody wants the same thing. And my goal is to teach you to be the very best version of you, whatever that you looks like to you.
All right. So, yeah, because I mean that version can mean a lot to a lot of different people.
Absolutely.
And we get so wrapped up into, well, I want to be like them, or I want to be like them. Well, no, you can't be like me. I'm me. Don't be like
Right.
me. Be like yourself.
Yeah,
So
and I actually on my podcast one time I was talking about that we have all these different facades that are up, especially on social media, of people taking pictures by yachts that they don't own them, or in cars that they just rented, or or just money that's fake. I mean, not trying to be funny, and sometimes, or beside, or somebody has this certain body or whatever, and a lot of times we're overwhelmed with all that, not just adults, children, and everyone, and it kind of wears on people's self-esteem sometimes. Like, this person is living grand when they could be by a dryer just taking a picture as if they're on a plane, that has been on a commercial before. So the thing is not that you don't see those things. And don't get me wrong, it is nothing wrong with aspiring to have more, do more, and be more. It is really absolutely, if that's what you want. But if that's not what you want, that's fine too. Because there is absolutely, if you strive to be the best housewife, then that's fine. That's what you want. If you strive to be the best teacher, best police officer, best doctor, best whatever it is, that's fine. That's what you want. And I hate for people to look at what someone else is doing and think, oh, their life looks more exciting by it. I want to do this. No, you want to do what's best for you, what fits you, what's in your realm. I agree, you need to stretch yourself, get out and see the world, see different things, explore different things. But the truth of the matter is, you need to do what's best for you first. Get this in order.
yeah, and that's so true. You got to get your mind right, because when your mind isn't right, nothing else is right.
Absolutely.
And I think
Absolutely.
people get confused on that part. They want to do everything, but their mind isn't in the right spot. There's it's not together. It's just
Yeah.
all over the place. And when it's all over the place, then there's no structure. There's no structure. There's no foundation. There's no foundation. Then obviously it's going to crumble and fall apart.
Yeah,
And
I actually am putting this class together called Shift, How to Make Lasting Change. And it should be ready here in the next month or so. And one of the portions in there is called the diet of the mind. And I think we've discussed this once before too, because we always think of diet being our body, what we're ingesting, our food, and how it affects the body, which it does, but that's on another level. You need to, pay attention to that. But you also need to know what you're ingesting mentally too, what you're ingesting optically, what you're ingesting with your ears, what you're ingesting when you surround yourself with different people and situations that may not be the best for you. So we have to be aware not only of the diet of the body, but the diet of the mind as well, and what we surround ourselves with and what we ingest mentally and how it affects us as well. Because I think a lot of people don't even think about that. You still running with those same friends you might have had from high school or something. They're doing the same thing, but you strive to do more. Well, it's going to be a little difficult for you to do that if you still hanging around the same people, and then they're encouraging you to keep doing the same thing that you've been doing when you really want more to do more. Now, it's okay to be around people. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to be around people that you've grown up with if everybody's striving, or if those people are encouraging,
right,
if
right.
those people are pushing you to do more. There's a quote by Nietzsche, about fanning your flames. Who is fanning your flames? A lot of people don't have people around them that are fanning their flames. A lot of times they have people around them that's pouring water on it.
Well, or they are fanning the flame so you can catch fire and burn up and
Yeah. Or, like you said, fanning it before you to burn up and disappear, or pour water on it, because they don't see, a lot of times people don't even think about this, or some people don't think about this. A lot of times people are discouraging you from being the best version that you want to be, because they look at themselves and don't have it in them to be the best version of them. So they want you and them to still stay on the same level. You know, that's why the diet of the mind is so important, because you need to recognize that. And it can be in your own family. And I ain't telling you not to, associate with people in your family, but sometimes you're going to have to limit it. Sometimes you can't tell people your plan. You just have to do it. Sometimes you just, if you have a mom that's discouraging, it's all right to say, hey, how you doing? You need anything? And then not discuss what you have going on any other way. Sometimes you may have a partner that's discouraging, husband, wife, or whatever. And I hate to say it, you may not have to, you may not be able to tell them anything. And then again, you may need to reevaluate that relationship as well. And then ask yourself, is this somebody I know I'm wanting to go forward and do more in life? Is this somebody I can actually grow with and have them have them encourage me once they see things going? Or are they the type of person that no matter what, they are going to discourage? They're going to find something wrong. Can I have that person in my life and still make consistent, progressive change? Can I have this person in my life and be the best version that I can be? Do all the things that I would want to do. Live until I just use everything up and then die empty. Can I be with this person and be like that? Now, that's a hard question to ask, especially if you love somebody. Because, I hear people all the time, I would leave somebody, but you don't love them. So it's easy for you to say that. But so sometimes you have to ask yourself, is this a viable relationship? Ask it with friends. You might have been friends with somebody for 25 years. And that's a hard decision to make. Can I continue to be friends with this person and still strive? Because if that's my girl, I want them to encourage me. I want them to be around. I want to enjoy my spoils with them as well, and still have them be like, you did that, girl. And then them tell me, hey, I got this idea. Can you give me supporters? Can you help me? And then I push them, and now we striving together. Is that the type of person, or do they have that personality, or are they the type of person? I don't know what you're doing that for. What's wrong with the house you got? Why you got to go get another one? You think you fancy now? You done got a new car. I mean, admit it, mean it. And mean it. Not one of those people like, my neighbor got a new truck, and I was so happy for him or whatever. And I came outside, and I was like, let me see this old ugly thing. But I was being funny. I was being funny. Of course, he knew I was being funny, and I was just saying, and then at the, when I walked out there and I said that, I was laughing, and I told him, I said, this is really nice. Is it what you want? Are you happy with it? And he was like, yeah. I said, that's all that matters. And I did like it. I'm just saying I was joking then, but you got to know the difference between when somebody's joking and when somebody's real.
But Roshonda, I mean, those are like hardcore conversations to have with yourself, because you do, I know you laughing and joking, but the reality is you do have people who are like that. They will stare at you dead in your face and go, yeah, I like you. And then, walk around like, I can't stand that BS. I mean,
right, real talk.
Because that's how they are. And at the same time, they want to be around you so they can hear what's going on. At the same time, smile and wave, and then walk away and be like, man, she ain't going to do nothing. She ain't going to amount to this. She ain't going to amount to that. When, like you said, you have to have those hard conversations and find out, is this a person that's going to bring value to me? Or is it that negativity, that Debbie Downer, that constant, person that's going to smile in my face and then turn their back and talk about me?
And like you said, it's a hard conversation to have with yourself, but a lot of us have been avoiding hard conversations. Mm-hmm. We avoid hard conversations with family. We avoid hard conversations with friends. We avoid hard conversation with our spouses and children and even most importantly, we avoid hard conversations with ourselves. And it's time out for that.
Mhm.
It is literally time. It is a life and death. So do you know that more people die from stress than anything else? Usually, no, and it's
I know that.
usually between the hours of 7 to 10 in on Monday morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally,
I can
I
see
know
that.
somebody that stress was literally killing them.
Mm.
Still partially is, but I'm just saying, stress is literally a killer, and you get stressed because you have all these things that are bothering you that you have not let out. All these things that are running through your mind that you have not all these things that you are thinking about, that you want to do, that you want to pursue it all, and you feel like you can't because of people who are around you or just anything, and you refuse to have that conversation with yourself and just be honest. Meditate on it, pray on it, talk to your ancestors, whatever it is you do that. you
You
know
know what? That's so true because stress is like it's the root of other health problems.
mm,
I know for me, I suffer from anxiety, and that it's brought on by my stress, and then I have my anxiety attacks sometimes, which also pushes me to my severe migraine attacks. And when that happens, it's a wrap. It's like, leave me alone, shut off the lights, shut down the music, the TV, don't bother Colette. It would be a not a good scene.
yeah,
And it starts breaking down your body, and that's not good. So I try to eliminate all the stress that I can control, because once again, it's getting your mind right for what
yeah.
you want to do and how you're going to move forward.
Right. And then a lot of times, I'm not trying to be funny. You have to I know this sounds a little cliche, but it's the truth. You got to let go and let God, whatever name that you call.
Yeah.
You do. You just have to, I would say, let go.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is things work themselves out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when I was talking to this very, very intelligent, mature lady in Kansas City named Dr. Moon, and she was talking about how depression is just anger turned inwards. Anxiety pretty much goes in that the same way. And what it is, things start building up. Like, we are a nation of depressed people. Like, I've suffered from it as well. It's not anything that, to be ashamed of or anything. Everybody, more people do than not. More people take medication for it than not. And it's anger turned inward. And usually that anger is because you are not fulfilling something that you want to do. You have not taken that leap. And it all stems from most of the time, it stems from fear. You are scared when somebody thinks about you, ain't none of your business.
Yeah.
It's literally none of your business. I could give two shits and no dams about not what anybody has to say because because it's not important. Because the most important thing is, am I fulfilled? Is this what I want to do? Half the time when people talk about, they ain't your friends anyway.
That's true. And if they are, once again, it's that person that looks at you and stares at you and goes, yeah, uh-huh. And then you walk away and they're like, I
Yeah,
can't stand her.
yeah. So,
Okay.
you know, all these things are something that we can control. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're on some type of medicine, I ain't gonna ever, my disclaimer, I ain't gonna ever tell nobody not to take their medicine, because I don't know what you going through or whatever, how it's helping you.
Take your meds.
Yeah.
Take your meds.
So, but on the flip side, what are you doing to counteract that? Like, are you watching the diet of your mind, diet of your body? Are you watching who you're around? Are you being physical, like going out walking or getting some sunshine? Are you starting to fulfill those dreams that you have for you? Like, start small. You don't have to start with everything at one time, because I think a lot of times that I've had this issue too, with just doing a million and one things and getting nothing done.
Yeah.
and then now you're frustrated and stressed all over again because you feel like you're getting nothing done. But you got about 25 ideas, so you try to fulfill them all at one time instead of starting with the first two that are most important to you, or the first one, and working with that. And then once you get that one situated and going, start with the next one, then start with the next one, and then you're able to systematically get everything done that you want to get done. So that could be a source as well. But I am like a firm believer in people being the best version of them, doing what it is that they want to do, living how it is they want to live. Like if you want to live in the mountains somewhere and herd goat, then walk on the mountain, and that makes you happy. God dang it, do it. I'm just saying, some people do.
I mean, they do. They do.
Some people do. They do.
I mean, you're right. And I'm laughing. Well, I'm laughing because of that, but I'm also laughing at the fact that, you spoke to me just now, especially with the stress and keeping the anger in, because you already know my situation. And I was like, okay, Roshonda's putting my business out there in a secretive way because she knows that, yes, I did leave the career of education. So, having that stress on me, and not following what it is that I wanted else to do. So, yeah, it weighs on you, and trying to deal with all of that, like you said, fear, the fear of trying to figure out, okay, what's next? What am I supposed to do next?
Right.
So, yeah, but
Right.
yeah, no hurting.
Right. And not trying to be funny, like anytime that I have left a job or whatever, it always felt like it's kind of hard to explain a coat being taken off of me.
Yeah.
I felt lighter. Like I may not have known the next step, but I've always felt lighter after leaving because certain things ain't for certain people.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. And, we love to compare ourselves with looking at someone, who are maybe in that business, just like God rest her soul, what is it, the six-figure coach. And, she recently passed away. Cancer took her life. And, she has like millions of followers. And, everyone constantly is like comparing themselves, like, I want to be like her. I want to be able to do what she did. Well, there's a lot of things in her life she did that we can't fill her shoes for. And being able to look at her and say, well, let me try to modify my business so I know how to develop it like she does. But we can't put ourselves at that level if we're not at that level. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to compare themselves and say, well, I should be there. Well, you can get there one day. It may not be the day, but you can get there. So it's a matter of understanding that if you're up here and I'm here, I have to wait till I go through those steps to match it. And like you said, it's a matter of helping and pulling and lifting one another, not being hateful and trying to throw salt everywhere and saying, oh, well, she ain't going to do this or he's not going to do this. No, it's not about that. It's about uplifting one another and pulling them to a point where they feel successful, because you already feel that way. You feel accomplished. And it's like, okay, well, you don't have to mirror me. You don't have to match me. You have to be comfortable with who you are, and then bring it from there.
And speaking of her, like she worked to get there, and I've taken some of her classes and they were really, really good. Remember, she didn't start off like that.
Right.
And I was just looking at this thing on Dr. Boyce Watkins' channel, and Ice Cube was on there, and he was talking about how thinking a certain way. And he said something that I thought was really valuable. He was talking about that first, a lot of people look at something and then want to get to the results of it.
Yeah.
And forget about the work of it. He said, if you fall in love with the work, the results will come. But if you fall in love with the results first, you'll forget about the work and you'll give up and you won't get the results.
So like even with dealing with the late sixth grade coach or whatever, she fell in love with the work because she continued to do it even after she got to a certain status where she probably didn't even have to work anymore, you know. So, you know, a lot of times you got to fall in love with the work of evolving, the work of thinking of yourself, the work of having hard conversations and making them a little bit easier for you, because nothing is easy. Like we have to learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's not easy. For instance, I have a slight anxiety with stage fright. I don't know what it is. It's before a mic comes on or a teleprompter or what. I am the most nervous thing in the entire world. However, once I start, I'm okay, but I have to get past that, you know, and keep pushing, because there is important work. Like one thing I want every viewer to understand, that everybody has gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Your gift is not like mine. You're not going to do things like me. And when you see people, don't compare yourself to them. Learn from them. Don't say, I should be in a certain way, and this person probably been working 20 years to get where they are. Look at that person and say, I admire where they are. Let me see how it is they do what they do. Let me see how it is, you know, that I can somewhat emulate what they got going, but in the way that I would like to do. You know, and then learn from them. Like everybody is here to teach something. That's why we all have different gifts, because I can take something from here, I can take something from here, I can take something from here, and then put it and mix it up in a way that's valuable for Roshonda. Just like Colette can take something from different places and then mix it up and make it valuable for Colette. So, you know, don't look at people and start comparing things, because how they're living and what they're doing is probably not the best for you. And you, my husband has a saying of don't meet your heroes, because it might not be what you expect.
Exactly.
You know, so that's why I said, don't. It's important that you don't compare yourself to them and look at them like, oh, I should be here, and how they get here. You know, don't do that, because that's coming from a place of jealousy, and it's coming from not a loving place. You need to come from a loving place. You need to look at that person. Let me. I'm interested in their story. Let me see how it is. You know, if you want to be a billionaire, you're going to study a billionaire. If you want to be a great poet, you're going to study great poetry. If you want to be the best teacher, you're going to study some of the best teachers that are out there. Whatever it is you want to be, you're going to study the best of it. You know, and you're not going to compare yourself to the best. You're just going to learn from them and then do it in a way that's best for you. And that's going to add the most value that, you know, that you can add to the situation. There are people that, you know, that are my mentors, that they don't know that they my mentors, because they way, you know, in the life coaching type, you know, type things. But it's okay, because I can learn something from them. I can look at the, you know, how they run their business, or what it is they're teaching, or what books it is they're reading that I can read, or just things of that nature. And I can, you know, if it's for me, then I'll read those books, or, you know, and then take from what I need, so that I could grow in the way that I want to grow. So there's no need to compare, but there's every need to learn.
There you go. So Roshonda, before we'll probably have to continue this, we definitely will continue the talk, but how can our viewers get a hold of you?
Well, I am on all social media at Discover. That's Discover the letter U, the number 2 day. That's Discover You Today. And my website is www.discover2day.com.
Very good. So we'll get more information from Roshonda, and I want to bring her on because she never really confirmed that she wants to be a panel guest, panel Pearl. So, you know, right now I just called her a guest, but, you know, we'll eventually get to that point because I know she's busy. But Roshonda, please come back and see us. The viewers want to see you. I want to see you. And she's already hit the Coco's thoughts. I'm not even going to worry about that. But thank you, Roshonda, for meeting with us today. And as we end our show, we're going to have Katy Perry take us out. I do not own the rights to this, so we love you. Take care of yourselves. And we shall be back next Friday. And yes, Roshonda will return. So we'll see you next Friday. Bye.